Hey, what's up everybody? Monty here. Today's video, I just want to go over, I've been living under a rock, so they just came out with this Xbox Game Pass, right? And I've never heard about it before. I always had the Xbox app on Windows, and for whatever reason, I never really went as far as learning about it, right? I just thought it was just another useless app, and I thought it had something to do with like streaming games or something like Steam Link or something, right? So I actually seen a trailer on YouTube with Xbox and with the Game Pass, right? So I don't have to have an Xbox at all. I already had a Microsoft account. Who doesn't? So anyways, yeah, got the Game Pass. This is crazy. I was always wondering how these people are playing these games on Twitch. I know you can get like an HDMI capture card and do it that way, but so I got the Game Pass, right? And I told you guys before in a previous video I was going to get the Microsoft Flight Simulator, right? Well, I got it. I got a lot of games actually for only $1 a month. So it's $1 for the first month, and I'll put some screen grabs up here. So just paid $1, and I downloaded like a bunch of games, whole handful of games, right? So there's a Gears of War. I've never played that before. There's like Gears 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. Another good game that I thought looked really, really good. I always see everybody playing it on Twitch is Sea of Thieves. I actually downloaded that. I'm actually surprised, one, how good it looks, two, the gameplay, and three, just the graphics. Like, it's pretty wild. So download Game Pass. I got Flight Simulator right here. I do have an Xbox controller. It's a little bit older. This is for an Xbox 360. As you can see, doesn't really matter. Get out of frame. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it works for computer. So I just have some, just have some batteries, right? Some batteries in here. Grab it. And I got a little dongle. You probably can't see it. It's probably like right here. That's what connects. So just double press like anything else, right? I'm connected now. Turn the volume up a little. So I was trying out, let's say I want to try out like Sea of Thieves, right? And there's another cool thing too that I did. I downloaded NVIDIA GeForce Experience. Now, I usually never really needed it. Since now that I'm making YouTube videos now, I need like screen grabs, or I need videos of me, scrolling through the web, right? Well, with GeForce Experience, you could do that. I never really needed to use GeForce Experience until, a little bit ago. But anyways, there's this cool thing called Performance Monitor. You press Alt-R, and it'll show here in the bottom right of your screen. Let's see if I can zoom you in. Okay. If you can see that, that shows all my specs whenever I'm playing the game. FPS, render latency, CPU utilization, GPU utilization, clock speeds, temperatures, power, etc. You get the gist, right? So it shows all of that, and it doesn't impact the gameplay from what I've seen. Doesn't really do anything like performance-wise. And no penalties that I can see. But yeah, you just Alt-R, pops it up, right? Pretty cool. Works in all the games that I've pretty much played. And you can move that to any direction if you want it top, left, right, whatever. I just have mine at the bottom right. And yeah, so I was playing all of these games here on the Game Pass, right? So yeah, $1 a month, and I could play all of these games. Like, that's crazy. Now, the next month goes to $10 a month, which I'm really paying $15 a month to play World of Warcraft Classic, a game that's, I don't know, 15 years old, 16 years old. So $10 a month, I could play all these games. That's pretty cool. So Sea of Thieves. Whenever I started these games, I'll leave the little monitor up here as well. And temperatures, everything is really, really cool as well. But yeah, these games, crazy. Like, crazy good looking. Like, not... I'm getting like my max frames on all these games. 106, 116, 117 the whole time. And I don't think this got saved. I've never really played this game other than 5 minutes ago. So as far as like how to play it, I'm definitely a noob on it. And I don't know if I'm playing multiplayer or not, but the graphics are really good looking. I mean, I know they're not super realistic, but with ultra wide, it looks badass. I'm just, I think the Game Pass just came out. I think it was in beta for the past 2 years, I think is what it was. So check that game out, dude. That is crazy. In all these games, so I'm getting 116 frames, 114. Wow, it really looks good. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I just think it's the coolest shit ever. I mean, wow, it looks really nice. Probably because I never played this game before. So yeah, max frames, 40 Celsius temperature on the CPU, 50 on the GPU. That's all. Get out of this game. Yeah, so I just downloaded it, right? And the game, since I have fiber internet, gigabit down, I downloaded these games in probably 5 minutes. Didn't really take any time at all. Another cool one that I downloaded that I thought was really good was this Forza Horizon. And I always seen like the Forza games on the Xbox, but I never really, since I didn't have an Xbox, I never really played it, right? So I was actually surprised how good it actually, like all these games work. And now I know Microsoft, since they make Windows and they make Xbox, it's not really hard to put two and two together for them to like make something that actually works. But yeah, so with this game I use my Xbox controller, and everything works like you would think, just like on an Xbox, right? So trigger to gas, brake, I mean, I didn't have to set anything up. Frames per second wise, same thing. I get over 100 frames on this game as well, which is really nice. So the car that'll let me pick right here. Okay, so as you guys can see, the ultra-wide support, it automatically supports that, right? And on this game, for example, a lot of these games, guys, by the way, it shows up as a it automatically optimizes everything, right? I didn't have to do anything. Like whenever I come on here, so right, it shows dynamic optimization on, ultra for rendering quality, resolution 1440p, frame rate 120 frames per second. Pretty much have everything on max on this game. And the car that I'm driving, I don't know if you guys knew this, but the car that I have is a Ford Focus ST. This is an RS. This is the all-wheel drive version that has 350 horsepower. Thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, I get consistently over 105, 110 FPS on this, easy. Max settings, everything's super sharp and crispy. It's really, really nice. Really, really fun game so far. I've only played about 10 minutes of it. But so far, I gotta say, like, this Game Pass is definitely worth the $10. And I only paid $1 for it, so, for the first month. I gotta say I'm impressed. I mean, I'll probably play this game a little bit more. Oh, looks just like my car on the inside. That is so wild. Everything is identical. That is crazy. I mean, considering this is exactly what a Ford Focus RS looks like on the inside. Any of you guys that are watching that are outside the United States, you guys probably see these cars a lot, the Ford Focus ST and RS. But here in the United States, they just stopped making the ST and the RS. They don't make those anymore here. But the ST is a real fun car. This RS obviously is much, you know, better overall, but a lot more money too. But yeah, max frames, guys. This, like I said, the performance overlay is what it's called on the GeForce Now. Sorry, the GeForce Experience. You just download that app whenever you download your graphics drivers, right? And it comes with it. It doesn't cost anything. So I don't have to have like Riva Tuner. I don't use NZXT Cam. I only use that to control my pump setting and my fan setting on my AIOs. That's it. I don't use it for anything else. But yeah, I mean, this looks really, really good. I'm just surprised how well this runs. I did see some people online saying that it was running like crap for them, but this is running like flawless for me. Playing the game right now, I'm getting 45 Celsius on CPU, 49 on the GPU. If I can get on the road. I got a Doom buggy beating me, seriously? But yeah, the graphics look really, really clean on here, really sharp. And I don't know if this is an open world game. I don't know anything about it. Other than this has always been like the car game on Xbox. Now I know there's another one called Dirt Rally 2 or 2.0 I can download as well. But I think that leaves I think it leaves this Game Pass store in like a week, so I'll have to try that out before it leaves. But yeah, I gotta say, for what it is, it's pretty awesome. Especially for $1. Now, what kind of sucks is for people that don't have fast internet, it does take time to download some of these games, so that's kind of the downside. But if you can download the games overnight before you go to bed, you'll have something to play. I mean, it's pretty cool. Now I'll play one more game for you guys, just to kind of show you. All right, so we're gonna pull up Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I have everything. It automatically set everything to max settings for me as well. So, yeah, but yeah, this literally looks just like Steam, or Rockstar, or Epic Launcher. Like, it's just its own launcher essentially, and it just all the games work, right? And what's crazy, like, even on this game with max settings, like, the graphics card still doesn't get hot. Like, nothing pushes it. I don't understand. Now, I'm not getting, 120 frames on it either. I'm getting, like, 60, I think. 60 or 70. It's definitely playable, for sure. Yeah, $1. And I can download this. This game did take a while to download. Even with gigabit internet, it still took a while. There was, like, a 30-something gig patch, too, that I didn't know about. So I don't know exactly if it was extracting everything while it was downloading, because it took a little while. Even though it was 130 gigs, I think, to download, it still took some time. I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes maybe to download everything, including the patch. So not too bad, but I was kind of hoping it'd be faster, but I was assuming that it was installing the game as well, so. But yeah, in ultra-wide, everything is supported. Like, I haven't had not one game not supported. So let's do world map. Oh, so now you get to play planes. Okay. So I only played this, a lot of these games that I'm showing you guys, I only played for like 5 minutes. So I haven't really played any of this. I did the tutorial real quick, I think is what I did. Choosing a Daher TBM 930. Hit fly. So I got the gist of it. It's kind of sucks, the controller, just because it's not really the experience, but it works. It's definitely probably better than using a keyboard and mouse for sure, but this is a game that I really got into, for the first 5-10 minutes of playing it. So, yeah, this is a sim game that I'll probably make some videos about for sure. I tried to look on Amazon to see if I can get like a joystick or any kind of flight controls, and they're all out of stock. Logitech has a nice setup for about $169, but it's sold out everywhere, so I can't buy it, unfortunately. But in the meantime, I mean, I could still play it like this, so. I could probably down some of the settings to get my FPS up, but it's like perfectly fine for me. Considering everything that I need to see is in here. Oh wow, my FPS is only 32. Wow. Let's see what my settings are. Camera, no, graphics. Oh, so it says everything to ultra. Render scale's on 100. Let's do FXA. Let me see if I get any more frames that way. Nah, I still get 30. Though, like I said, a lot of people are playing this at 30 anyway, so. Yeah, I put everything on ultra for me, actually. No, I'll just keep it with FXA on, that's fine. Disengage parking brake, Y plus B. So I remember what the training said. Throttle at max. Okay, we're starting to get a shake. YB. And since I did it on a Cessna for the training, I don't have those gauges right here, so it's really hard to see. 65, 75 knots I could pull up. I don't know anything about flying, by the way, so other than playing Ace Combat with the jet, and that's. Now the field of view kind of sucks, or being able to see out. I mean, it looks good. I ain't lying. Like, it looks realistic, really realistic. I got a caution. I don't know what any of this stuff means. Hey, this is really good. I said to bring the flaps up. To retract flaps, press F5. Going up way too high. Like, you could really, I mean, you could see like how sharp that is, right? Really, really sharp. And now I got my control in one hand, I guess for the flight yoke. And then just looking out here, look at that, guys. That looks so badass. It's like so realistic. Press X. That's not going to show me anything. Is there a way? Well, we want to turn landing gear off. Somehow my throttle got changed. Stall? Better not be stalling. Turn my trim up. Now, I don't understand trim. I guess it's some kind of additional thing so you don't have to keep pulling up. I'm going to read about all this because this is some really interesting shit. That just looks so realistic. I'm getting 48 frames a second. CPU 46, GPU 52. It says I have landing gear. Where the hell is my landing gear at? Landing gear down. Oh, here we go. And I am at, well, 6,000 feet. So yeah, this game, you could, this, like, sim game, like, this is awesome. I didn't play any of the other Microsoft Flight Simulators either, but, like, it looks like everything in here you can pretty much click on. There's LaGuardia right there. Let's see if I can press X. I got LaGuardia in front of me, so... Let's see if I can do a landing. So I have an airport right here. Like, on the ultra wide, this just makes this a game like this. This is awesome. Okay. So drop speed down. Sync rate, hold up. Well, I guess I died. Very impressed by it. $1 for the Game Pass, well worth it in my opinion. $10, it's well worth it. $20 probably. it's probably worth it. I am running, if anybody that's new watching the channel, I am running NVMe drives, 10900K at 5.2 gigahertz all cores, and a 2080 Ti with 32 gigs of RAM as well on this game, and it's working. I'm getting between like 35 to 50, 60 FPS roughly. That's with everything maxed out on an ultra wide. I'm just playing with a Xbox 360 wireless controller. Temperatures are staying under 54 Celsius on both. Mainly the graphics card that's getting a little bit warm, but I just if you guys watch my latest video, I repasted my graphics card. I put new thermal paste on it and cleaned it all up. So ever since then, it's been pretty cool. Throttle up. We're getting 33 frames. Feeling the vibration. So, like, I think a 3080 would be a good improvement for this. Like, just the detail that's even in the seats. Like, check the seats out. Look at the detail on that. That is crazy. Wish I knew what to click on. How do I talk? How do I talk? I don't know how to talk. Very, very playable for what it is. 30, 60 FPS. I'm really impressed by the Game Pass, like I said, for $1. Like, come on, $1? Like, I just put $1 in. That's all I did. I could download a bunch of more games. There was a... go here, I could show you guys real quick. I can download like any of these games. Like, so there's Age of Empires, a new one that I guess Definitive Edition. I don't know if that's their HD version they just released. I could play that. There's a Dirt Rally 2. That's what I was telling you guys about. So I don't know exactly how that is comparison to Forza. One thing I've noticed too on all these games that are on here, this is each game is like 100 gigabytes. It's crazy. So this is 110 gigabytes for this. I think Forza was, I don't know, 50, 60 maybe. Microsoft Flight Sim, gosh, that was, I don't know, 160 gigs I think total. But I have a 2 terabyte drive in here. I have on my computer. So, but yeah, you can download any games at all. Like I want to look at all the games. There's a No Man's Sky, Grounded. I mean, there's just so many in here that you could play. For the $1, that's crazy, very, very crazy. But yeah, it looks just like Epic Launcher or not really like Steam, but more like Epic Launcher, I guess. But or the Rockstar Launcher. But that's all it is. All Game Passes. You pay $1, you can download all them games play it all for a month as much as you want. You don't have to have an Xbox. You don't have to buy Xbox Gold. You don't have to do any of that. You just do what I post in the video, and you'll be able to see exactly what I have and what you can do to get that, right. So just pay $1 on your card, and then you'll get the Game Pass, right, and you'll be able to play all these games like I'm doing. You're probably gonna have to download these games at night unless you have fast internet, but it's so far like this is awesome. Like, so if I want to download like when I go over here, I've never played the Gears games. I always thought they were cool looking, but again, I don't have an Xbox, so I never really downloaded it. Right, Halo's on here too. I always heard about Ark Survival. I've never played that game. Was it Gears? I was trying to download Gears. So I don't know if Gears 5 is the latest. Maybe that is the latest. Release date last year. Okay. So that was the latest one. So I'm going to say I want to install that. Right? It says included with Game Pass. So I'll go ahead and hit install. Let's see here. Install. It's 80. How many gigabytes is this? 87 and a half. Gosh. That's so many gigabytes. So yeah, my 2 terabyte drive is actually almost full of stuff. You start downloading all these games, and it fills up pretty quickly. But yeah, so that's kind of the Xbox Game Pass. If you guys have any questions for me, leave them down in the comments below. But I'm actually surprised. I've been living under a rock this whole time. I didn't realize that this was out, and how I just somehow got it with it coming out. I think it was on, like I said, I think it was on beta for the past 2 years or so, or a year, or whatever it is. I don't know a whole lot about it. I think somehow they're pushing ads out or something, and I think that's how I found it. But yeah, pay $1, play all these games on here, just for $1 for the first month. And yeah, like I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. I always pay $15 a month for WoW, and all I get is World of Warcraft. I get classic and retail, and I don't really play retail anymore. So canceled that so I could just put the money towards this, right? Like, this is cool. Downloading Gears of War, 20 megabytes, 25. So it's going. Sometimes I get full speeds on some of these game launchers, sometimes I don't. It is what it is, but I give it about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. This game will be downloaded too. But yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, leave them down in the comment section below. Yeah, I'm excited about the Game Pass. I did not believe it was going to be this great. I thought it was just going to be half-ass, and they're going to charge a lot of money for, crappy service. But all the games that I've ran on here so far run smooth as butter, no problems. It set all my graphic settings auto pretty much. I mean, I would go in afterwards and change a couple things, but enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions for me, leave them down in the comment section below. Love talking with all you guys. I've been talking to people all around the world lately, here on YouTube, on my comment section, on my channel. So, yeah, questions for me, leave them down below as well. If you have any kind of like video requests, you guys want to see anything different, drop them down there as well. I did just buy a new Apple Watch, Series 6. I have a Series 4 right here. I've had this since launch, so I don't know if any of you guys like Apple or not. And before everybody says Apple's expensive or Apple, whatever. Just leave the comments to yourself on that. But yeah, if you guys want to see anything else, just let me know. Any kind of video requests, let me know in the comment section below as well. Please subscribe. I see I got over 100 subscribers in the past month, so that's awesome. You guys are great. Like this video. If you guys have any questions for me, drop them down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.